can't see me. Let's go.
What up, y'all? Charles here, aka You Can't See Me, here today, back again. You already know what it is. We are back on Planet Coaster today, a construction sandbox theme park builder where you design coasters, you design park elements, you manage finances, staffing. It's a great game if you like games of this type, okay? And it's actually the best one that has been created so far. So we're going to start a new Planet Coaster series, and I'm going to highlight my builds, highlight my design of the park, and let y'all start with me, go with me, and just see my methods. When you first start the game, you're limited with the amount of rides you have, because they have regular rides, they have track rides, and they have roller coasters, as well as shops and facilities. So you actually have to do research. So you're limited with the pre-built blueprints like the one you see here. And then you also have custom rides you can make and design yourself. And you can even save them and upload them, which is what's really cool about this game. So what I'm gonna do is try to theme the park. I'm gonna try to lay it out where I have different sections and theme them. I'm thinking of like stock, you have a lot of Western themes, but it's a lot you can do, you know, witch, horror, fantasy themes. I think I'm gonna do like a water area, and then I'm also gonna do a sci-fi area. I like sci-fi, they have a lot for that, and figure out what I'm gonna do maybe in the middle. So like I say, you have excitement, you have the fear factor, you have the nausea levels of each ride. And like I said, these are pre-built. I actually built one of these and saved it, but because I haven't discovered or researched the ride type yet, I can't put it out. But so you try to find that balance. Fear, they say, isn't bad because there's a level of fear you want to have for the people riding like roller coasters. But you see, these are different scenery. Like, there's so much to this game that you can do with how you design. So I'm gonna get started, lay out some of this track right here, and even the paths have multiple path types. You can pick colorful stone, you can pick marble, you can pick flagstone, you know, wood and rustic. There are all types of path types just for walking around the park. Then you have entrances that you can also use for your rides, and you have to lay those out, ride entrances and exits for every ride. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start with like a plaza, that when the people enter the park, there'll be a plaza there they can return to with bathrooms, shops. I want to kind of control the areas so that I can usher them to these areas when they get off of rides. You always want them to pass stores, you know, kind of like end caps in a grocery store. You want them to pass so they can think about buying. So this will be the plaza. I'm gonna put some bathrooms here, I think, and then build forward a little bit and put the shops. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the left first, and you can even control the width of your path, so you can make them slimmer or wider. I like to make the main paths wide because people get congested and can block the paths. And this right here will be our first ride. My money is limited too. You don't start with a lot of money, so I actually gotta start making profit and, you know, build small and build up. Don't be in a rush in this game. Build small, develop your scenery, and maybe do, you know, ride or two at a time. Don't be in a rush to build a huge roller coaster. That's something I've learned because I've built, you know, a few parks, and this one, like I said, I'm gonna take it slow. My first coasters are gonna be small, and you can still get good ratings with small coasters. So that's the tip when you start out with this game. Don't try to build a humongous roller coaster. One, because it costs a lot, but two, because you have to figure out the nuances with the coasters. But we'll get to that later. So this is the first ride that I'm gonna lay down. It kind of got a sci-fi look to it, and this is gonna be my sci-fi side. So this is called by default Psychola 1. So yeah, that's the name of this ride. It has like a little brain or something in the middle of it, and it's like one of those, more like a fair ride. The ones that are labeled rides are more like fair rides, should I say. So I lay my entrance, lay my exit, and like I said, you have to put down your paths. And you can take this, like, you can get really creative even with your entrance path and your exit path, because when you lay paths, you got to think about the crowd, the line. The people are gonna stand in this queue line and they get restless, they get mad, they get tired of the wait. But the more you jazz up your queue line, the more happy they are even to just stand there for an hour. And if you know, if you've been to an amusement park like me, you know that the rides and the weights can get real. So okay, so we lay this down, and then we're gonna lay down and exit here, and I'm gonna loop it back around so that it connects. Now this main road, I'm gonna, like I say, take it off and keep going to the left, and it's gonna be the sci-fi area, the sci-fi world. But for now, I'm just gonna make it loop and connect to the end of this ride, because your exits have to connect to the main paths. I'm not gonna waste a lot of money on paths and laying them down right now. Me, I have the tendency to want to lay out a lot of the paths like you would do streets in a city builder game, and then, you know, build around that. But building those paths and streets costs money, and in the early game, you don't want to waste all your money. So let's connect this, and then we'll move to the next. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay, this is coming along. We got our first ride laid down, and like I said, I'm gonna build up some of the scenery. This is my little beginning plaza, and I might make a huge plaza later, deeper in the middle, because we have a lot of land. All the way back there to the edge is our land. Let me widen this path a little bit. And so this is gonna be the first shop area with food and drinks, and we're gonna build this up. But I'm just gonna put the path here so I kind of know where it's going. So it'll be a shop area here, and then it will continue on forward to an actual rides area. This will be just for shop. This will be the main plaza. Okay. All right, let's jump back over here to our first ride and look at it a little closer. So you see the brain in there, you see the wheels. It's a cool little ride. See, I can customize it. You can customize the music. If you want to import your own music with these rides, you can do that. And you can also customize the color. I can change the color. So I'm gonna do a lot more of that with this series. I'm gonna customize everything, customize the colors. I'm gonna rename everything, and just try out. And actually, this first video, a few of these videos on this series, actually, I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna rename this real quick. Call it, I guess, like the psychic drone. Makes me think about the psychicness. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We've opened it now. You have to open all your rides too. Oh, and this series, I was gonna say, maybe a little, the videos may be a little longer. You know, I like to keep them short, around 10 minutes ish. I don't like to go too long. But look at our first customers. But stick with me on this one, because we're, you know, I'm gonna make a few of them a little longer, just so you can really see the design elements as I build out this park, so that once again you can get ideas for yourself. So okay, so lay down my first alien, and I'm gonna make like a little baby war scene. I'm gonna simplify because I ain't got a lot of money. And you can easily duplicate elements, which is cool with this game too. So you lay an element, you can hit D, I think, to duplicate it, or you can click up there and continue to duplicate the same thing. So I'm gonna have these aliens fighting humans, and I think in this sci-fi area, I'm gonna like kind of have this happening all over the park. So instead of it just being one ride, that I have this scenery going on, this war, this sci-fi-ness, it'll be all over. So you'll see these guys and these shooters all over as we build up. But like I said, I'm gonna put this stuff here, lay these guys out near the queue line, and what that does is raises your queue line rating. You want to get it up to 100, and you don't have to. The game doesn't always correlate how good your design actually is aesthetically. Most people, you know, you're gonna try to be as aesthetic and pleasing, but really, you just gotta lay a bunch of stuff out. If you put a bunch of trees and rocks and randomness, your rating would go up. It doesn't have to really look good. That's a little tip. Just put stuff out there. But we, as people who want people to see our designs, you know, you're gonna try to theme it and give it a good aesthetic look to it. But just keep it simple in the beginning. Just add elements just to get your rating up. So the better the rating, the more people will come. Keep it simple. Don't blow a lot of money. You see, I'm putting trees, rocks, so it makes it look like they're really defending themselves. Like I said, man, you can do so much with the design element. You can combine elements. So all of these pieces can actually intersect and connect. So the same way you could combine a square and a circle to make a shape for like a logo design, you can combine different rock types and different building types. And as they cut each other off and as they change, they'll combine into new shapes that you can create. Then you can save it and upload it, and everybody can use it, man. Like I said, this game is awesome. All right. So we got a little bit laid out here. We got some trees and some rocks, and I'm looking at this at my plaza, because what I want people to do is go to the plaza, eat, use the bathroom, go to the rides, know they can come back to the plaza. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down my first bathrooms. And when you customize, do it custom, the buildings are blank basically. So this is like a vanilla bathroom building. You actually have to build the walls and the doors and the frame of the building in this game. You can take a pre-built that's already made, but I'm gonna do no pre-builts in this series. Everything I'm gonna do custom. So let's see, I'm gonna do 2 bathrooms, leave a little gap, and do 2 more, and then I'm gonna come back and actually build walls around this so that it's pleasing to people. So okay. And I think over here is where I'm gonna put a food shop, so people can go to the bathroom over here, but the food shops will be right here, parallel to this main path. Okay, so we're getting that mapped out. And also FYI, you see the blue grid that is encompassing my buildings right here? That grid is a building blueprint. So when you build, you can build things singularly, but you can also combine it all as one big building or grid. And when you save it, all of the pieces will be together as a part of that building. That's a cool element to this game. So you could build a series of shops, put them on the grid together as a building, and it could be 20 different shops, and then you can save that and lay that back down as a building. And that is dope. You can do that with rides too. I got to learn with the rides how to actually make it work. Hopefully in this series we'll develop and learn that. But with the shops, I got it down. So remember that when you build your shops, don't think singularly. Think like you're building a whole series of buildings if necessary. Okay, so I got to look at my finances. I'm losing money right now, but it's because we just started. So you're going to have so many expenses that in your income, because you only got a few people in the park. You can look at the finance here though. You see they break down the rides, the shops, the park management, the construction costs. My construction cost is really high, and I'm only making around 200 a month or a day, and I've already spent 4,000. So, but you got the research tab where I can research. Can't do that right now. Marketing, here's your staff tab, your guests, your attractions, security, which they added in the last update. And I'm actually gonna have to take out a loan because I am running out of money. So you got different loans: 10,000 at 20% interest, 3,000 at 18%, 2,000 at 20%, 1,000 at 25%, and 5,000 at 30%. These are like technically from different banks or something like that. So I think, which one do I want to do to start out? I'm gonna just do like a $3,000 loan, and you can even change your payments. Right now I'm paying $200 a month, which will be another expense. You think even though you're taking out money, your expenses are gonna come from that money you're taking. So you gotta act fast and make choices on what you're gonna build. So I think we're gonna jump into another ride that we can place. Now that I've borrowed a little bit of money, we'll go ahead and place the next ride. The Wild Blue, okay, it's 1,600. The Insanity, it's 900, 1,200, but it's not very exciting. I'm gonna do Wild Blue, I think, because it has at least a 5, almost a 6 in excitement, and the fear is 5. So once again, keep it kind of in our sci-fi area. I'm gonna put it kind of behind where my shops are gonna go, just so people can walk around to the shops too. But this is, to me, still not the center area. This is still gonna be in line with the sci-fi area. Okay, we got it laid down, and I think I'm gonna bring this path on around still to my shop area, so that people will be able to go and kind of get off and go right back to, or go to shopping. We want them to spend money and easily get to, I didn't connect this. Let me connect this shop, but easily get to other shops. Food, so one is food, one is drink, and yeah, and the bathrooms. Okay. So I like how this is looking, how this is coming along so far. We got some bathrooms down. We got a couple shops down. So I'm gonna start customizing these buildings a bit, make them look a little better. I keep it simple now. I'm not a super designer or flip my house, you know what I mean? It's not my specialty. But I am gonna kind of keep it simple and get a basic structure around this, 4 walls, a ceiling, and do some little custom designs on the building to show. Let's see, this is okay, a milkshake place. So this is Chief Beef. This one right here, the other one is the Cosmic Milkshakes, and see, they're connected as one building. It's like a strip mall kind of thing. So yeah, once again, like I said, I'm not the super custom guy, the super designer, but at the same time I do have an eye, and I just keep it simple. So we're gonna keep it simple and develop out some walls. And you see there, like, it's unlimited, and then every update they just add so many new elements to this game that you can design with. And people also do their own custom buildings that you can download at any time. You can download thousands of custom buildings from other people to theme your park any way you see fit, man. This game is awesome. Okay, so I've started building some walls, and just so you can see how I lay a few of them out. You can move the wall placement inside, outside. You can shift it up, down within that square. You can rotate them using Z. Like, if you have a creative and design eye, you can really make some complex and beautiful and aesthetically pleasing buildings. Like I said, I keep it simple. This here is like a storefront wall. See, I gotta hold shift to make it drop down. Boom, you see that? That's me holding shift, boom, so it'll drop down, and then I gotta shift it forward a little bit because it's not locking into the wall the way I want to. So sometimes you gotta play around with the elements to get it to drop exactly where you want to. See, there we go. So you see that? Okay. So I like to make my buildings like 2 stories for some reason. Maybe I want to expand later because you can make stairs to go to the top or something like that. So I just like to make them a couple stories high instead of it just being a flat. So this is Chief Beef. So you see they have all types of custom signs for the stores. So you can get different varying signs. And they have them for all the shops, or the majority of them. If they don't have them, they put them in there because they got hot dog shops, milkshake shops. You have your gift shops, hats, balloons, but they have signs for all of them and in different sizes. Like this Chief Beef has multiple sized signs depending on how you want to customize. So I guess for now I'm gonna leave this larger one, but I may, if there's a smaller one available, do a smaller one when I add other shops to this building, because I'm gonna put at least 3 here, the way it looks. Okay. All right, so a theft has occurred in my park, and I don't have any security guards. I don't have any maintenance people or janitors either, and my park gonna get dirty and my rides gonna start to break down. But in the beginning, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna go on and just put a security guard, so hopefully he can catch some of the criminals. And this actually just was added in the update. Security, theft, they add new elements to make the game have more dynamics, more layers. Let's see. Okay, so my profit is -120 this month, my average. So I'm getting close to turning a profit. And if I wasn't paying this $200 a month, I probably would be in the black right now. So it's my loan I still have. 14% is paid. So, okay, that's cool. It'll take 19 months. And if I do turn up the payments, it should go quicker. Okay. So actually, I am broke. So I'm gonna take another loan. Borrowed $3,000 so far. I'm gonna do a $10,000 loan because that $3,000 just went too quick. And yeah, so now I'm gonna have 2 debts to repay, but hopefully I can build some more. So I'm gonna build either another couple rides, and I want to do my first coaster, but I'm not gonna do it this video. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and we'll come back with me placing this next ride. And I know the next video we'll be working on a coaster. So if you like this video, please please subscribe. Let me know if this is okay being this long, or even if you want it to be longer and you want me to just keep going with the video until I kind of build the next elements, because I try not to do it too long. But let me know, and check out Planet Coaster. This great game that I really enjoy. And above all things, you know what you must do. Make your next move your best move, all right? Peace.
You can't see me. Let's go.
Thank you for checking me out at You Can't See Me TV. I'm You Can't See Me Gamer.
Please like and subscribe to stay updated, and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, peace.